Oh yeah, it's business time. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. That's what you're trying to say. You're trying to say, let's get down to business. It's business time. It's business. It's business time.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Global Citizen. It is Feedback Friday. Feedback Friday is where we take your questions. I love when I say we. I don't even know who I'm talking about. It's me. Feedback Friday is where I take your questions and devote the whole show to whatever you want to know. This week we have a couple questions around SEO, going more into detail on a topic that I covered in a previous episode. So question number one, so I have the questions over here. I might need to look over here periodically. But question number one is, where in the WordPress installation do you insert these meta tags? What file is it? Is it header.php, footer.php? I mean, how do you make sure that these meta tags are showing up on every page? There are two strategies that you can take. One is modify this code base yourself. Modify the code base is some tech speak for you're going to need to get your hands dirty. You're going to need to go in there and look at the PHP code that makes up that particular theme that you're using on your WordPress installation. In each one of these installations, you know, there are some core or some basic files that you're going to see. You're going to see header.php, obviously footer.php. There's going to be index.php. That's the main page, clearly, and it varies based on the theme that you're using. Right? So if you're really good or you're really confident about your PHP skills, then go ahead and do that. So the advantage of doing that is you're going to have a lot more granular control over it, but the advantages are kind of blurred by the disadvantages. One, screwing up your template. Two, right, it's fixed, right? So once you go in there and you modify it, you can't change it for maybe some other page or some other post that you have because it's hard-coded, right? So what's the other approach? I mentioned there were two approaches. The second approach is the one that I use. I use a plugin. Right, so there are plugins out there that you can research. The one that I use is All-in-One SEO. I like it because of a couple things. One, it allows me to put meta tags on the page. It allows me to put meta tags specific to the post. I can reuse the meta tags. Let me give you a more pointed example. The example of Unique Davis Productions. So on Unique Davis Productions, what we're going to try to do is we're going to lift the ranking of Unique Davis Productions in Google search terms, right? So obviously, let's look at some keywords that would apply. One, photography, right? Two, again, Nikon, New York City, right? So coming up with these keywords is part of the art of it, right? How do you come up with keywords, or how do you know what people are searching for? And a lot of this is trial and error if you don't want to pay for SEO consultants. There's some great ones out there. Again, that's not the focus of the show. If you are interested in great SEO consultants, give me a call or shoot me a comment, and I will tell you some of the people who I respect in that industry. But so that's question number one, right? How do you get the meta tags associated with each page? Do you hard code it or do you use a plugin? Personally, I use a plugin. Last week got the question about the hair. Didn't get any questions about hair this time. I'll have you know that the haircut is scheduled. I'm actually going for a haircut on Saturday, tomorrow. And we're bringing the cameras with us. We're going on site to my friend Janet Waddell's salon. She rocks. She rocks this thing. I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like Mr. Rogers popping in on, you know, what was the King's name? The King Friday, or the mailman, right? When Mr. Rogers would show up to the mailman. That's pretty much what we're gonna do to Janet. We're gonna show up to her salon. We're gonna see how it goes. What would this show be without humor? Nothing. Nothing. The show would be nothing without humor. The editors, they wrote that in there for me. See what happened there? No? Okay. That's it. That's it for Feedback Friday. Global Citizen, out.